All right, guys, so we're at a fossil creek. This is a pretty well-known area for a lot of people. People from all over the state and all over the country come to this creek to dig fossils. So it's really no big secret of where it's at. I'll actually tell you, if you're interested in looking for fossils, this is Greenville Run in Greenville, North Carolina. A quick Google search should pop up, about anything you want to know. Now there are certain techniques and ways to go about finding fossils in this creek easier, but if you want to come out, bring your kids, dig fossils, this creek's full of them. Normally it goes from about ECU campus down almost to the river is where the fossil layer is at. Anything beyond ECU, there's just too much sand, and there's just never really been any fossils recovered past ECU campus. So what I wanted to do was come here and dig some pectins. Now, I don't know how old they are, but I know pectins, I don't even want to guess because I don't want to be yelled at by the fossil enthusiasts. But pectins are basically giant clamshells. They're the size of your hand. Some are about the size of a volleyball. They're just giant clams, and they're really cool to have in your collection, and probably would be the oldest thing in your collection. So I didn't want to get wet today because I have something else I have to go do, and the water is a little deeper than I was expecting it to be. So I thought we would just kind of walk along here and look and see what we could see, and see if we can pick out any fossils. A lot of times people come in this creek and they dig in the bottom and they throw their spoils up on the bank, which is what's right here by my feet, and I'll show you that in just a second. The stuff that they don't want, they just chunk up on the bank for kids and other people. So we'll just kind of ease down through here and ease down through there a little ways and just see what we can see, try to stay out of the deeper water, and hopefully find some fossils. So let me go ahead and show you what I got here. So as soon as I stepped off the bank, as you can see, there are some, I think these are Cretaceous oysters. I mean, the normal size oyster. Well, check that thing out. I mean, that thing is the size of your hand. That's almost a whole meal in an oyster. Too bad they don't grow like that anymore. So that's a oyster shell there, and there's an oyster shell here. Man, it would be nice to find a pearl about that big laying in one of those jokers. And then right here, this is a whale bone. And how you can tell it's a bone, if you look close, you can see the grain in it's rock now, it's petrified, but you can see the grain in the bone. That's how you know it's not a rock and it is a bone. So that would be probably a whale bone of some sort. And there's another oyster there somebody threw up here. I think that's just a rock. So we'll just it's pretty cool. So we'll just walk along here and take a look, see what we can see, and see how cold that water's chilly. So see what we can see, and see if we can find anything in here. Gotta watch out for snakes above head. They like to wrap up on one of these branches up here, and as soon as you shake the branch, it'll fall off on your head. It'll scare you more than anything. Now, I used to come to this creek, I don't even know, just about every weekend, and I would dig in here and look for fossils. And then life happened, and didn't have a chance to come as often as I would like, but I have seen snakes in here. I mean, I have seen cottonmouths and water snakes in this creek, quite a few actually. Looks like somebody might be down there digging. That might be a basketball. A lot of people go down this creek and they get down here. Let me see if I can get it in the video. Down here by this bridge, and they get under that bridge because there's a lot of rocks, and rocks are a natural barrier to keep fossils or shark teeth or anything that's washing down the creek. They get trapped behind the rocks, and people get in there and they dig behind those rocks, and they pull out teeth. Now this creek here, it has a pretty wide array of fossils in it. It has the pectin shells, like I was telling you. It has the big Cretaceous oysters in it. It has, and forgive me if I'm saying this wrong, it has the belenite. It's like a long, it's like a pencil almost, but some of them about the size of your thumb, some of them about the size of your pinky. But they're actually squid ends. It's, you know, the tentacles will come out the end of the squid. They're actually pretty cool to find. And we will come back here with a sifter this summer, I promise, and dig around and see if we can find some of those belenites. There's mako teeth in here. There's great white teeth in here. There's megalodon teeth in here. All of your smaller sharks, the smaller teeth, they're in here. There's been, let's see, there's been woolly mammoth teeth. There's been horse teeth. There's been arrowheads found in here. There's been whale teeth. I want to say somebody found a saber-toothed tiger tooth further down the creek down there. There has been a couple of woolly mammoth tusks pulled out of here long ago. I haven't heard of any recently, but I do know that there have been some out of here. So it's a great spot. It's full of fossils. It's just a fun place to come and bring the family, spend the weekend, and we're gonna spend about 20 minutes here today, and then I got to go. But I'm not even gonna cut the camera off. We're gonna leave the camera rolling the entire 20 minutes and just walk through and see what we can find. So I'm gonna flip you around. We're gonna kind of meander through the creek and see what we can find. So hold on and we'll be right back. So I'm just gonna walk through here and just see what I can see. There's some old brick. I don't think there was ever a structure here that I'm aware of. Now there was about an 1880s house down the creek a little ways, and I have metal detected there, and I found a few flat buttons, but nothing real extraordinary has come out of there. Whew, that's gonna be deep. Yeah, that's gonna be a little deep for me. It's already about to come up to my shorts. Let's we're gonna try to make it back up the bank here, and we're gonna walk down a little ways and see if we can get back in. It's just too deep right here for me today without getting absolutely soaking wet. And I am wearing sandals, not tennis shoes. All right, let's see if we can figure out a way to get back out of here. Right in here and see what we can see. Oh man. Okay, I see some fossils down in here. I do see a pectin or two, so we'll definitely get down in there and check that out. I got to figure out how to get down there. Hold on, hold on for me, and we're gonna maybe. Whoa, good gracious, that was close. Maybe we won't die trying to get down here. Okay. All right, now check this out. So this is in the side of the bank here, and you can see the fossil layer. So you got some clam shells in here. These are not pectins. These are just clams. giant clamshells, and it's just littered in the bank here. Yeah, man, check it out. You can see them all in there. So we got a fossil right here. This is another one of those giant clamshells. So what we're looking for in here, what I'm looking for in here, I'm looking for pectins. And I know this area had a bunch of them way back when, but like I say, it's been several years since I've been here. Here's a piece of one. If I can get it out, I'll kind of show you what it looks like. So this is a pectin. All right, this is only a piece of one, but as you can see, just the piece is the size of my hand. So we're gonna walk down through here, and I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but right here, all over here through the water, there's a fossil layer coming out of the bank. I probably should have tennis shoes on because these shells are sharp, and I could cut my foot open, but we'll worry about that if it happens. And a pair of polarized glasses would help tremendously. Let's see if this one right here. Okay, I got one right here, I believe. And I'll take you down there so you can see. Now, I don't know if it's whole or not, and we'll try to get it out and see. Now, these things are kind of aggravating to get out because they're encrusted in this this clay layer here. Look, it broke. Yeah, they're hard to get out. They're in like this I don't know what you would call this mud, like it's just a really hard packed mud. I'll say marl layer maybe, but that might not be right. So they do break a lot. I think we got one right here that's whole. I'm gonna take you underwater and let you take a look at it. You guys tell me what you think. If you think it's whole, we'll try to get it out. You ready? Here we go. What do you guys think? Think it's whole? I think it's almost all there, so let's try to get it out. So I have to just be real careful here. It's about like digging a bottle out of a hut site. You just go around the outsides of it, dig underneath it until it just kind of pops loose. It's already breaking. Man, them things are fragile. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this one out without breaking it all to pieces. So as you can see, it broke, but I mean, that thing is massive, man. Isn't that cool? It's almost whole. We'll sit it up here on the bank, and if we don't get a better one, we'll take that one out with us. So let's just kind of walk through here a little bit more and look and see if we can see maybe a little better one than that one. You guys want to check out under the water? I can't see out there, but maybe you guys can see. So I'm gonna extend you out here. I'll extend you out here, and I'll let you go under and take a look and tell me what you see. You ready? Here we go. So we're gonna try one of these out. That's gonna be pretty difficult because it is really stuck in that it's really down in that layer there. So I said I wouldn't cut the camera off, but I am going to have to cut it off to see if I can get this pectin out. And when it's almost out, I'll cut you guys back on, and we'll see if we pull it out together. So hold on, and I'll be right back. All right, I got it ready to come out. You guys ready to see it? Let's go ahead and take a look at it first. Let's take it out and take a look at it. Man, that one is almost whole. Check that thing out. I mean, you can see why they're so cool. I mean, look at the size of that thing. That is just, it's breaking in the center already. Yep, there it goes. So I'm still trying to get a whole pectin. It may not happen today. May have to get one on a return trip when we can really get in the water out there and get wet. But I am trying. And I'm looking, but I'm just not seeing anything else that's worth really digging away at in shallow water. I see a couple things in deep water that may be worth the time, but just don't see anything else in shallow water. So I'm gonna turn around and we're gonna make one more walk back down the creek here and look, and if we don't see anything else, then we'll have to save this for another day. There's some more bone of some kind. Alright guys, I think that's going to about do it. Like I said, I can't really get wet. So we're going to take this one here that we dug when we first got here, and we'll take it home. It's missing its ears and a couple other things, but we'll take it home and we'll try to clean it up a little bit better than that, and at least get it in a display. See if I can get this crustacean off of here real quick. Just sit it down in here and wash it off real quick. You got to be real careful with these things. They are super fragile. That looks a little better. Alright, so we'll take this, we'll get it in a display, we'll get it cleaned up, and we will come back here, I'm gonna say about a week maybe. Let's check out what this is. I'm getting ready to step out of the bank. I see something sticking out of the bank here. I think it's just a clamshell. We'll come back in about a week and with our sifter and our shovel and wet clothes on, and we'll get in here and really get out some good fossils for you guys. So hope you enjoyed this little short video. Sorry it wasn't better than it was, but I was in this part of town. I figured I'd just stop by and, you know, see if we could dig something, and we ended up with a pectin. So that's pretty cool. I don't have one of those in my collection anymore. The other ones that I had got lost in the many moves that I have done over the years. So it's nice to have another one back in the collection. But I know there's nicer ones in here and bigger ones in here. So we'll definitely be back to dig another one. So let's get out and make it back to the truck. And I appreciate y'all for coming along. And if you don't mind, if you like my video, click the subscribe button right here and click the thumbs up. That'll let you know when we upload new videos. As always, I appreciate y'all for tagging along. Y'all have a good one. Good luck on your adventures.